America did not rely on one handgun in World War II. It relied on availability, speed, and necessity. Factories, training bases, airfields, and front lines all demanded pistols. This is how America armed its war. Let's start with training, guard and rear area pistols. Smith & Wesson Model 22. This pistol rarely left American soil. It trained thousands of recruits before they ever touched a combat weapon. Low recoil made it ideal for long training sessions. Its job was accuracy, not combat stress. Smith & Wesson Model 18, a more refined training pistol used by instructors, built to mirror service handling. Accuracy mattered more than power here. It prepared soldiers before deployment. Colt officers, model target, seen almost entirely on military ranges, used to refine marksmanship at higher levels. Heavy barrel, improved stability, never intended for frontline use. Harrington and Richardson Model 999, a simple break-action pistol, issued to training units and guard details, easy to operate and safe for new shooters, perfect for basic instruction. Iver Johnson, safety automatic pistol, commercial pistol pressed into guard duty, used when standard arms were unavailable. Simple safety design reduced accidents. Rear area service only. Colt Woodsman, highly accurate semi-automatic pistol, used for training and familiarization. Low recoil allowed fast learning, trusted by instructors nationwide. High standard Sport King, built for efficiency and economy, issued widely at training bases. Easy maintenance kept it running, strictly non-combat. Up next, wartime emergency and substitute pistols. Smith & Wesson Victory Model. This pistol exists because America needed pistols fast, built under extreme wartime pressure, issued to Army, Navy, and Marine units. Reliability mattered more than finish. Colt Official Police. Originally a civilian revolver, pulled straight into military service. Used by guards and military police. Dependable and familiar. Colt Commando. A rushed wartime revolver. Finish was sacrificed to save time. Issued in large numbers. Built to function, not impress. Smith & Wesson Military and Police. Already proven before the war. Production scaled instantly. Filled gaps when pistols ran short. A backbone emergency sidearm. Harrington and Richardson automatic pistol. Compact semi-automatic pistol. Issued in limited numbers. Used when nothing else was available. A true substitute weapon. Union Switch and Signal Model 1911-01. Built by a company new to firearms. Still met strict military standards. Issued directly to combat units. A wartime manufacturing success. Remington Rand Model 1911-01. One of the largest wartime producers. Focused purely on volume and consistency. Issued across all theaters. Reliable under pressure. The next one, Special Operations and Intelligence Pistols. High standard, HDM, built for silence. Used in covert missions. Integrated suppression, reduced noise dramatically. Designed to eliminate without alerting others. Colt Woodsman, match target. Extremely accurate pistol. Used where precision mattered more than power. Favored for controlled shots. Limited, but real service use. Smith & Wesson Model 41, seen in early intelligence roles. Exceptional accuracy. Limited issue only. Never mass deployed. Colt Pocket Hammerless. Compact and easy to conceal. Favored by agents and operatives. Snag-free design helped quick draw. Discreet carry mattered here. Smith & Wesson, safety hammerless. Enclosed hammer prevented catching on clothing. Reliable pocket pistol. Used quietly and discreetly. Not meant for firefights. Colt Ace. Training pistol with service handling. Allowed realistic practice. Occasionally carried operationally. Bridge between training and field. Smith & Wesson Model 34. Lightweight and compact. Easy to conceal. Backup roll only. Carried by specialized personnel. We are moving on standard service pistols. Colt Model 1911. America's iconic service pistol. Still in service when war began. Hard-hitting and trusted. Set the standard. Colt Model 1911-01. Improved wartime version. Better ergonomics. Issued across all fronts. America's primary combat pistol. Remington Rand Model 1911. Built fast and in massive numbers. Focused on consistency. Saw heavy combat use. Pure wartime production. Ithaca Gun Company Model 1911. Emergency manufacturer. Met military standards. Issued without hesitation. Reliable in combat. Singer Manufacturing Company Model 1911. Very limited production. Exceptional build quality. Rare but real service pistol. Mostly training use. Smith & Wesson, Model 1917. Legacy revolver reissued due to shortages. Powerful, but heavy. Still effective at close range. Used early in the war. Colt Model 1917. Colt version of the same concept. Moonclip-fed design. Issued when pistols were scarce. Old, but reliable. Up next, Officer and Command Sidearms. Colt New Service. Large and powerful revolver. Favored by senior officers. Heavy, but trusted. Seen in command roles. Smith & Wesson Model 1905. Older service revolver. Pulled from reserve stocks. Accurate and smooth. Issued early. Colt Army Special. Interwar revolver. Used by officers and staff. Durable and dependable. Limited frontline use. Smith & Wesson 38. Hand ejector. Smooth double-action trigger. Comfortable handling. Preferred by officers. Older but proven. Colt Detective Special. Compact revolver. Easy to carry. Often privately purchased. Personal defense role. Smith & Wesson Regulation Police. Commercial revolver adapted for service. Used in rear and command areas. Simple and reliable. Colt Police Positive Special. Stronger frame design. Reliable under regular use. Limited official issue. Seen with command personnel. Finally, aviation and aircrew pistols. Smith & Wesson Victory. Model naval contract. Designed to resist corrosion. Issued to naval aircrew. Handled salt and moisture well. Reliable survival sidearm. Colt Official Police Aircrew issue. Issued when standard pistols unavailable. Simple revolver design. Easy maintenance. Used by air personnel. Smith & Wesson Military and Police Aircrew issue. Familiar controls. Issued widely. Reliable after rough handling. Common on airfields. Colt Pocket Automatic. Small and lightweight. Easy to carry in cockpits. Personal defense role. Not for extended combat. Smith & Wesson Model 32. Hand ejector. Light recoil. Easy handling. Backup pistol for flyers. Limited stopping power. Harrington & Richardson Model 65. Compact and inexpensive. Issued where available. Last-ditch survival weapon. Colt Automatic Pistol Model 1908. Small and concealable. Personal defense only. Never meant for direct combat. Carried for emergencies.